Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Coach David Wells. We've been doing our pitching series, so thank you for coming back. Last video, we talked about getting the trunk, getting the hands in the right placement, following through. Last video I mentioned the pronation of the wrist versus supination of the wrist. Today, I want to talk to you about why we want you to pronate your wrist. Stay with us. We'll come right back. We'll talk about our wrist. All right, so when you hear me say the terms pronate and supinate the wrist, all that simply means is I'll use it with a ball in my hand, I'll do a ball out. Thumb is the key. When the player throws, a lot of players see the guys on TV and they just snap those throws off right here. If you're a college player, major league, even high school kids, you got a big strong arm, they can snap the throw. They're not drawing back and giving it everything they got. So you see a lot of them guys just do snap throws, I call it. Little kids watch that, they try and emulate that. So next thing you know, they're leading with the elbow, pushing, going down sidearm, they're snapping the wrist. The problem that leads to, and translates right into pitching, kids learn how to throw like that, it doesn't get corrected. So when they get to the age where they start to learn how to pitch, and the reason we start our T-ballers off on proper mechanics and rotation, in your bones, you got two bones in your arm here. I'm gonna keep this simple. I'm not gonna use a bunch of big medical terms. I'm gonna keep it simple for you. Two bones in the forearm, group of muscles wrap around the bones, got the tendons, everything else, everything connects. Everybody knows this right here at your elbow, especially young kids. There's a growth plate. If that gets messed up or hurt, it's a major injury. You hear the pros, college kids getting Tommy John surgery a lot. That's manipulation of the wrist, we call it. That's why little leaguers don't have their kids doing a lot of curveballs, manipulating the wrist, because you don't want to cause that damage while their joints are forming, while the muscles are growing, while everything's getting to where it's supposed to be, so they're not big enough and strong enough to handle it. One of the main things for wrist injuries is pronation and supination. If I'm looking at my hand here, if I want to come at you with it, if I pronate my wrist, I'm going to turn it down this way. If I supinate it, I'm going to turn it down this way. Now, if you're at home and you do this normally, you can feel the difference. If you do your hand like this, it feels normal, it feels natural. You don't feel any discomfort. You do it like this, you can actually feel a little twist here, and the muscles on top, and a twist on the bottom. Those two bones are sitting there, and what they're doing, when you twist your wrist like this, those bones are pulling apart down here by the elbow. It's putting a lot of stress on those tendons. When you do it this way, you're squeezing all of it together, and it's tightening that joint, it's going to make that joint stronger. So we coach all of our players, we want that pronated wrist action. It's going to prevent soreness, prevent tennis elbows. You're not going to get the tendonitis. You're going to save all these little joint issues. Simple. We joke around with our pitchers. The old gladiator days, the emperor would get up there and he had the like this, and you know, thumbs up if the crowd wants thumbs up, the guy gets to go on. Thumbs down, well, y'all know what that means. We joke around with our pitchers. You got two strikes on that batter. You want to come in there and you want to throw it, get that wrist pronated, give them your best four-seam fastball. Get that rotation, get that spin on it, snap it off. Strike three, send them back to the dugout. All right? Simple mind games for the kids, help great. But the main thing I wanted to get over in this little quick short video about it was the reason we're teaching the pronation. Two bones coming down. Doing like this, you're going to open it up, you're putting all that stress down here in this elbow joint. All that stress coming over the top. You see kids, my son has a habit of doing it when he's playing shortstop. He gets the ball and he comes like this. The ball's going to come off and it has a loop effect to it. I call it his noodle arm. He gets his elbow out in front and flips it. Wrist underneath, flips it. I'm on him all the time. I'm on all my kids about come with the ball. I don't care if it's a 3/4 thrower or over the top. I coach more of over the top, but if you got a good 3/4 arm, this doesn't matter. Come over, snap that wrist. Snap that wrist, thumb down, save your elbow. If you'd like more information on that, I can gladly give more information on exactly how the joint and tendon works. Better diagrams are out there online. Check it out. I just want to give a brief explanation of why, when you hear me say pronation versus supination, I'm trying to save those joints. Don't want our kids having Tommy John surgery, especially young kids. We want them to learn the right way, save their elbows, save their shoulders, save their joints. Throw the core, pronate the wrist. get the ball down, whether you're throwing on the infield, outfield, or pitching off the mound. Do it the right way, save your arm, save your body, long life in your... I'm 46 years old. Joints hurt. If you're my age or older, you know joints hurt. I want my kid, when he gets to be my age, to go, man, everything hurts. No, I want him to be happy. So save their joints now. They'll live a longer, happier life later. Talk to y'all later.